The sound of my future. Bro, I cannot wait to get an SVJ, dude. It's gonna be crazy. I gotta pop out with an SVJ before I'm 20. Yeah, dude, I got to. There's no way I'm not doing that. Whoever's watching this video, bro, come back when I'm 20 and you will see me. I can guarantee you will see me with an SVJ. Oh, dude, I can just like imagine that, bro. Dang, bro, that's crazy. Oh, I'm so thankful for where I'm at in life right now. Of course, not where I want to be, nowhere close to where I want to be, but I'm just grateful that I'm getting to that point every single day. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get into this. Enough yapping. Weekly recap, September, week 4. What else do we need before this? Yeah, we're just gonna go over the recap over the entire week, each and every day. Let's just go ahead and get started. So, hop in the getting the hourly, and I think I did mark these already. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Hop in the replay mode. Back to Monday. This is not the right time frame. Oh, I'm on the 4-hour. That's why. All right. Monday, September 22nd. All right. There we go. Now, I'll top in the 4-hour now. And before we get into each training day, of course, we're going to be looking at the Forex Factory or whatever news calendar thing that you use. Yeah, I use Forex Factory, so let's hop into that right now. Monday, right? Yeah, September 22nd. Monday. This I'm honestly treating like as a no news Monday. This doesn't seem significant to me at all. Not only is it an orange folder, but it's also at 12 p.m. So this does not concern me, okay? The lion does not concern himself with orange folder PM news. Oh my gosh, it's so retarded. All right. In terms of the rest of the week, Tuesday we do have, wow, it looks pretty volatile here. Got a lot of news. We have 9:45 flash PMI. We also have Trump speaking in the AM as well as in the PM right there. We have Fed Chair Powell speaking in the PM. Yeah, definitely gonna be a little bit cautious on this day, mostly because I do like the news that we have, but I do not like trading when Trump speaks. He just be saying random shit, bro. And honestly, a lot of the times when Trump does speak, typically is a loss, or we just chop up or do some bullshit. So not really gonna worry about that too much. We're just gonna be extra cautious on this day. Wednesday, yep, gonna treat this as a no news day. And just for me personally, with my experience, this has never really shown any significant, like, it just isn't really significant enough for me. I don't see much happening. Like, the 10 a.m. candle is just the same as every other candle. I mean, sometimes on occasion, there is a pretty big, volatility spike at 10 a.m., but it's rare that it happens with my experience. So we're just going to, again, treat this as no news Monday. Thursday, we do have 2 red folders at 8:30, and then we have a pretty good stack of orange folder as well as 10 a.m. Friday we have 8:30 red folder and then 10 a.m. orange folder. Overall looking yeah, just decent, I guess. I don't really know how to describe that. So yeah, as I said, starting off Monday, we're going to treat this as a no news Monday. Okay. Already based off what I see, we are currently just achieving new highs each and every day. In a crazy bull run since the beginning of the month. We see September 2nd, we take liquidity here. I do remember we had an SMT put in there too off that week 2 recap that I did. So yeah, we have crazy market maker buy model. I don't even have the thing pulled up. I'm not gonna waste my time doing that either. But you get what I mean, the little whoop whoop, and yeah. But 4-hour, let's see. So already off this, we're bullish. Now let's see if, okay, I'm not trying to look up a fucking symbol. I'm trying to type, there we go. All-time highs right there. We don't really have much to go off on the 4-hour. There's no imbalance or anything like that. Yeah, nothing here to go off the 4-hour except for just the current structure that we're in. We're in a bullish structure, so we'll lean more bullish on the 4-hour. And let's see, yes, same case scenario here. Nothing on the 4-hour. We're just gonna rely on the structure, and this structure is kind of chopped. We do have a break of structure right there. Don't really care too much for it, but I'm still going to lean, even though we have a break of structure to the downside, I'm still going to lean bear or bullish on this time frame just because we're at all-time highs. What the heck? What is this? What the fuck? It's weird. All right. So 4-hour bullish. Let's go down to the 1-hour. Whoa, this tells a completely different story. Okay. So as I said before on other videos, when we're at all-time highs, always going to want to lean bullish. We're going to remain bullish until proven otherwise. And the 4-hour doesn't really show much, but this 1-hour tells quite a story. We see an inverse right here. First of all, we have a massive break of structure right there. We see an inverse of this gap as well as this gap. Yep, we inverse this gap. So this does show us that we can definitely get some shorts out of here. And so instead of just being fixated on longs for today, I definitely see an opportunity to go short. That is if we get shorts, and I see the perfect level to go short off. Oh my gosh, here we go again with this dumbass trading view, thinking I want to switch time frames. Alright, we have 1 hour, and this looks to align with OTE, or at least equilibrium. Okay, yeah, just under this 4 hours, just underneath this OTE zone from this massive range that we have. And let's see what we have on ES. Okay, we have OTE, or not OTE, but check video. We have 1 hour inefficiency right there that aligns with EQ of this range. It's good enough. Yeah, let's get right into it. So the 1 hour looking bearish. Honestly, I'm still kind of conflicted because I do like these all-time highs. We have stack low resistance. We also have stack low resistance right there. If we scale down to this 15-minute, oh my gosh, if it does it one more fucking time, I'm going to lose it. On this 15-minute, we have, yep, there we go. Here we go with the stack low resistance. Okay, honestly, I don't pattern trade. Don't think I'm one of those idiots. Okay, I shouldn't call them idiots. Everybody trades differently. But we are in this kind of little pattern trading thing right here. So I can anticipate whichever way we break out, we might be headed towards yeah, I do kind of like how this price action is looking, because just because the way we stack low resistance, we might get a great fake out either here or here and then go in the opposing direction. So yeah, we're about to hop in the market open. I know I'm yapping a lot, but just want to clarify a little bit more things. Okay, there we go. It's perfect. All right, we have, I'm just gonna mark this low. Yeah, I guess I'll just mark the rest of these lows. Wait, okay, I remember this day. Yeah, I took a win this day, and it was long. Sorry for the spoiler, but just get that out the way. We have the SMT right there, and we have these sexy ass low resistance liquidity. All right. So of course, if I'm looking for shorts, I'm gonna look for either a manipulation leg, taking these highs out, making an SMT maybe, and then targeting these stack low resistance right there, or the only other scenario I'd be looking at is pretty much aligned with the same. It's just if we just determines on how far up we manipulate. If we come all the way up to this hourly, I'm also going to be looking short because it seems to align with this OTE zone, and we can push further down into these lows, because that 1 hour does show us that we are very much likely, we have a high probability of going lower. I'll say that because we actually don't know what would happen, but we do have a high probability of us going lower just based off that 1 hour structure. So I can definitely see that happening. And in terms of longs, I would love to see us dip down on market open, take the stack low resistance out, and then push higher towards these all-time highs, or even just these highs right here. Let me make sure. Okay. Whoops, almost forgot. So we have Asia session right there, and then we have just this intermediate high. All right. Also, so we do have this SMT put in place, so I could definitely see if we don't want to come take these lows out, because at this time this is protected just because of this SMT. And yeah, we might just get a 5 or 15-minute pullback and then look for continuation, long. Yeah, let's just get into it. I've been yapping enough. Boom! Oh my goodness. Massive 5 candle close right there. All right. So at this time, as I said, during around this level, I will be looking for shorts. Does it look like we're going to respect this off this 5-minute? Not really. But of course, I'm still going to keep an eye open for this. So we'll go down to the 1 minute and see. We have a 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. We have a 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, and most likely going to have 5 minute. So if we do, honestly, it's just, if we respect that 5 minute, I'm going to be looking for longs. If we inverse it, I'm looking for shorts. That's pretty much the main factor that's going to determine what we do. So let's see. Boom, we inverse that gap. Of course, we're not taking that yet. If you did like an idiot, you would have got stopped out. Let's see, do we have a 5-minute yet? Ooh, whoa, we have a crazy respect to this 5-minute. All right, yeah. We have that 5-minute, we tap into it. Of course, if we're looking for short, we want to see this get inversed. We have respect it, looking for longs, and this is a perfect inverse right there. So if we respect this gap, I want to see this 1 minute get inverse. Don't have anything else on the other time frames. Okay, edge it. All right, there we go. Boom. Entry right there. This is the trade that I took on my live and my eval on Monday. I don't know if I put stops here or here, but who's texting right now? All right. Targets, all-time highs, of course. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just keep stops out here at the slow because we do have an imbalance right here, and we could very much, wick this out and still respect that. So we'll just play it safe, put it there. And okay, one thing I want to clarify before. Wow, thanks for the spoilers, man. We don't really want to have our main TP at all-time highs. This is more like a runner because we could, as we saw before, it is a no news Monday, in my eyes at least. And not only is it no news, but it's Monday. We have the entire week to take these all-time highs, so we could very much leave these open for later on during the week. So you want to have your main TPs set at these Asia highs for about a 1-to-1. That is perfect, and just set a runner to all-time highs. Not that you can't aim for these. It's just there's a pretty high chance that we might leave these open. So you want to play it safe. Don't want to get too greedy. And that high I have marked right here is just really don't give a fuck about it. It's just there just to be there. So we're gonna pay no mind to this. Let's get into this trade. I've been yapping way too much, bro. Way too fucking much. You have a pair of equal highs. Looks like to be triple equal highs because it is going back. Let's see. Yeah, we have some equal highs right there. Great break even point. Yeah, let's just play this out. Okay, triple set of equal lows. Hit that break even point. Boom, smack Asia high, and then pull back a little bit. Looks like we could reverse off here, and maybe, of course, that's why you want a partial right there because this is a very high chance that we might reverse off this. So you would have scaled half there and then runner up there. Boom, eventually. Okay, this made equal highs. I remember this. We made equal highs right there. Please stop texting me. We made equal highs. We're just waiting for this to get hit. Okay, we made like quadruple equal highs. And we have some death candles right there. And we don't just leave these open, right? This is a very high probable target, especially at all-time highs. We make equal highs. Like, there's no way we're not taking this out. And right here, it looks perfect. We have a liquidity sweep on the low time frame, which is actually an SMT right there. So, this is perfect. This is perfect. I was already off the charts by then. I got out right here, like around when we made equal highs. So I was just off for the day. I already took my profits. Wasn't looking at this, so I did not take this trade right here. Take that out. It's in the way. But let's see what we respected. So we have a 1 minute. Respected that 1 minute. Let's see what happened on the 2 minute. Respected that 2 minute. Okay, yeah, it's over. We respected literally every single time frame in terms of the lower time frame on an imbalance. So we should definitely deliver off this. This is very high probable. We respect the 1 through 5 minute time frame, or we tap into it. We don't know if we respect it yet. We put it in an SMT, and to determine if we do respect it, we want to see these imbalances get inversed. So we have 2 minutes. We have two 1 minutes. Sorry, 2 1 minute fair value gaps. We have a 2 minute, a 3 minute, and we do have a 4 minute. So I'm gonna wait for this 4 minute to get inversed. It's the highest time frame. Inverse. Okay, yeah. So we edged this inverse on the 4 minute, and we probably inversed it on like the 2 or 3 minute. 2 minute we didn't inverse it yet. The 3 minute we definitely inversed it, of course, as you can see. So we have nothing on the 5 minute, right? Oh, yeah. So this 4 minute, technically, if you want to stick exactly to your rules and to whatever your plan is, in terms of my model, you want to wait for the highest time frame to get inversed. But if we edge it like this, while the other time frames inverse it, you don't want to enter too late. By the time this next 4 hour gets inversed, I bet you we already take these highs out, and you basically just get left out on this trade, right? Extend that right there so we can see. Okay. So yeah, this is not bad if you take this 3 minute, because that 4 minute got edged. Let's see. Your main TP wants to be at, we have nothing else to aim for besides all-time highs, so look at that terrible risk to reward ratio. You can definitely put your stop right here just to get that better RR. And since you're doing that, I guess you can go break even a little bit earlier, maybe at this high. But this is not even a 1-to-1 yet, so we can extend that to be a 1-to-1, of course. And what else we can do is, where's our tool? Mark the standard deviation right here on this 5 minute, right? Because that's our manipulation leg. We tap into an imbalance and put in SMT. That's definitely our manipulation leg. So you can aim for this 1 or this 2 to 2.5 standard deviation. And if you are a fucking beast, you can aim for this 4. But for me personally, I'm better with low RR. You know, I'm good with just a 1-to-1. Don't want to get too greedy, but we'll see if those get hit. I think they do. We'll see. I don't remember. So again, off that 3 minute inverse, see what happens. We do also inverse the 1 minute as well. Like to see that. We tap into this imbalance right there. Smack TP. Right when break even gets hit, we hit the 1-to-1. Now let's just see if standard deviation gets hit so we can move on to the next day, because this is getting long. Boom. So we don't smack 2.5. I think we do, right? Yeah, we do. Oh shit. Okay, we smacked 4. Yeah, if you would have aimed for that, you're a fucking beast. Congratulations. But I'm good with my piece of the pie for the day. I didn't take this trade, but I did take this one. But those are the 2 trades that we had for Monday. Started this week off pretty good. We'll just mark this 2 for 2 so we can see, we can know that. Put that right there. All right, now let's just get into the next day. Tuesday. Holy chop, holy chop. Whoa, 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 don't expose too much, don't expose too much. Okay, so here we're on the 1 hour. Let's go down to the 4 hour. Of course, stupid piece of shit is gonna show the entire 9 to 10 a.m. candle. I hate that, bro, I hate that so much. I seriously need to fix that. So we have this 4 hour that we already had tapped into on yesterday, but we don't see much delivery out of here. We see 2 doji candles consecutive on the 4 hour, so that's crazy. So we definitely don't want to be bullish just purely off this tap, and then we do technically respect it, but I mean, look at this candle, right? So yeah, nothing much on this time frame unless we sweep this liquidity, and we can possibly get longs right there. Wait, we didn't check ES. Four hour, not the 4 minute. Okay, ES also. Oh, that's what we saw earlier. Okay, this. Where are we? Here we go. We have a 4 hour on ES as well that we tap into. Let's go down to the 1 hour. Okay, we have a beautiful accumulation zone right here. Of course, leaning towards long, we do have low resistance right here with all-time highs. This is perfect. The dream scenario is we come down, we fill this 4 hour a little bit more, but I take while also taking out all this liquidity right there. My neck is hurting. And then get longs from there. So that's the 1 hour. There's really not shit to look at here, because we're just accumulating on the 1 hour. Same here on ES. We actually already tapped in that 4 hour before market open, so we'll see. We can definitely just, you know, rip up and get continuations just because we already did tap that 4 hour. And we have an SMT yet. No, we don't. All right, 15 minute. Let's see. Let me take this big freaking box out of the way. Nothing much on a 15 minute except that we inverse this gap and this gap, so I can definitely see if we get a 5 minute or a 15 minute pullback and aim for all-time highs, just as we did yesterday on this previous day on Monday. So let's just get in the market open and see what happens. Whoa, wrong one. Boom. Okay, looks like we're ripping down. Okay, on this 5 minute, You know what looks nice? This right here. So we have this range that we put in. Yeah, that's a pretty nice range. I like this. We also have this 5-minute imbalance right there. And we have liquidity. Look at this rejection wick right there. That is perfect. All right. ES, okay, we do the opposite. We run up, and we can probably get an SMT off these lows right there. And then look for buys. We didn't mark out all-time highs here on ES, which is also triple highs. Do that. All right. So this is what I'm looking for, us to tap into this 5-minute imbalance into this OTE zone and take out liquidity, make it an SMT, and then look for longs. Boom. No fair value gap. Okay, we actually run past that, giving no entry. We have it. Okay, we have a 2-minute right there. Yeah, that looks good enough. So we did run past this, but it's fine because we ended up going for more liquidity right here, which most definitely has to be an SMT. Yep, very high time frame SMT. ES has yet to take all-time highs. Still gonna remain bullish here. Have that 2-minute in place. So yeah, let's just wait, see if this gets inversed. Okay, we edge that and then we dump. Okay. Tap into another 15-minute right there. See, this is the range. OTE. Okay, this looks very, very good for longs. If we continue to push lower, I'm not gonna really be looking to take longs at all. I'm just gonna give up. ES has yet to take all-time highs. This is perfect. Let's see what inverses we have. Okay, I like this. We have a stack of 1-minute imbalances. We have 1, 2. So there's definitely probably like a 2 or 3 minute. We have a 2-minute. We have a 3-minute. Nothing on the 4-minute. Okay, look. We'll wait to see if this 3-minute gets inversed. It's gonna show it. Okay, we edge it. We edge it again. Yeah, this is very bad. If we edge this one more time, we're not. Oh my goodness. Okay, well we do have equal highs right here. At this point, we probably opened up a 5-minute. No 5-minute, but we do have one to target up here if we do get longs, which is highly unlikely. Honestly, would have hopped off the chart. I didn't actually trade this day, so I now remember why. This day was so buns. Okay, we do push lower. We sweep liquidity. Let's see if we have. We do have that another. So we have an external SMT as well as an internal SMT. We make relatively equal highs with all-time highs. Longs still look nice here if we get them, but just not much to go off of, except for this. Let's see. So yeah, the SMT again. We do have a 2-minute and a 3-minute. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Oh, okay. That is an entry right there. 2-minute. We do get the 3-minute. Okay. I didn't take this trade because at this point, what time was it? It was 10. Off here, I just didn't like how we edged this and then pushed lower. I was like, all right, I'm pretty much done for the day. Especially just looking at the 1 minute. This looks terrible. You never want to trade price action that looks like this. These wicks are 2 times, maybe even more, the size of the body of the candle. You don't want to take that. This shit's ass, all right? You want to always avoid these trades. So this is something you definitely don't want to really be taking, but we're just going to mark it out just because it's a setup. And honestly, it looks like just something you would take off your eval. Break even at these equal highs and targets at this 5-minute. Let's see if we have a 15. Okay, equal high slash 15-minute. This is great break even point. Let's check. That was a 5-minute, right? Yep, and that's probably like OTE of the range we put in since market open. Right at market open, yeah, that aligns perfectly. Honestly, scaling here definitely seems like the plan just because market conditions look ass and you want to take the profits that you can. So let's see. We inverse this gap, doesn't look too good. Okay, we inverse this gap. We're playing ping pong right now. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my, I forgot how bad this day was. This is insane. What the fuck is this barcode price action, bro? Honestly, I'll just be looking to get out. Like, once we pass these highs, I'll probably go break even. Like, this is just more of something discretional that I would do. Definitely don't want to take a stupid loss like this. I just want to be off the charts. I'd be praying for price to hit, just break even. Whoa, we came very close to stop loss right there. Yeah, once we made equal highs, there's really no telling what we would do, actually, because we weren't in this trade. But this would have been a nice point to go break even. Straight chop work. Okay, yeah, we end up, this actually does being an actual break-even trade right there. We hit these equal highs in 15 minutes. Of course, it would be nice to scale here, just looking at this price action. Once this does get hit, can't anticipate for good price action. You know, as much as this 5 minute and this OTE zone looks perfect, there's no telling what price is gonna do. Wait, what if we actually hit it? Probably not. There's no way we hit it, right? There's no way we hit it, right? Okay, this is taking too long. We're going on the 5 minute time frame. Dude, this is insane. What the fuck? Okay, we made equal lows and then we end up getting stopped out. We'll go ahead and mark this as a break even. I mean, is it? It is a setup that was nice. We did tap into this OTE zone, made external and internal. So yeah, we'll just mark this as a break even. Now going into the next day, Wednesday. Already almost halfway done, guys. Already almost halfway done. Didn't mean to go that far. All right. On Wednesday, this looks to be, as you can see, we'll go ahead and remove, well, not remove these, but hide these. Okay, we inverse this gap. So 2 4-hour inverses that we do have. We also have this inverse right here on ES. So we are looking bearish. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely be leaning bearish here. We are also in a 4-hour bearish gap right there, slash BPR. So is ES. So we're definitely gonna be looking for shorts. Let's get on to the hourly. We inverse 1, 2, 3. We inverse 3 1 hours. Same thing on ES probably. Yep. We inverse all these 1, 2, 3, 4 in 1 hour fair value gaps. We currently are inside this massive hourly gap, and do you see bullish structure? Look at this candle, looks pretty bullish right here. So what I can expect is us pushing up higher, maybe into, do we have, okay, maybe just pushing out, sweeping these highs out right there. We'll mark that out. I do like this as a draw. And then looking for shorts from there, maybe making SMT. But one thing I do like is, sorry for the noise. My jacket is scratching against this thing. What the heck happened? I think just froze. All right. I do like this low resistance that we're building up, as well as ES. This low resistance look very nice. Very, very, very nice. Yeah, definitely gonna lean bearish on this day. What the heck? Alright, I'm disconnecting this shit. Hop in the 15 minute. Bearish structure. We have a 15-minute gap. We have a 15-minute gap right there. Yeah, we look bearish. I can definitely see us, again, pulling into a 5 or 15-minute, looking for continuations, or just taking a liquidity model. Let's just see what happens. Okay, let's see. Whoa! I remember this day just off that candle. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this day I got break even. So we respect this 15-minute. We tap into this 15-minute, and this day there's a 30-minute gap right there, as well as that 15-minute high. And not only that, but it aligned with OTE right there. So this was a perfect short. Right off market open, I was looking for shorts, but we didn't get any. I mean, look at this candle. We already take this entire, like, low of day that we have at this point out. So, pretty risky if you take this. There was a 4-minute close. Well, not the 4 hours. Why did I do that? There was a 4-minute close right there that you technically could have taken, but again, just pretty risky. So at this point, we still have lots of draws and liquidity lower. So we'll definitely be looking for continuations. Why do I have YM pulled up? That was weird. Let's wait for 5 minutes to form. Okay, we got that 5 minute right there. Do we have any 15 minute? Okay, we have a 15 minute as well. We take Asia. Let's see. You can probably get longs off here. We take Asia on both pairs. Okay, that's one thing I don't really like is when both pairs take a high time frame draw. I love seeing SMTs be getting put in place. Honestly, I did still lean bearish after seeing this, but it could have just honestly gone either way. So, let's see. Yeah, we have the 5 minute. Okay, that's all we need. We don't even need to look lower because we have this 5 minute. Wait for this 5 minute to get inverse. At this point in time, once the 5 minute gets inverse, like right when it happens, or right before we get that inverse, we tap into this 15 minute. And this is a great break-even point at this 15 minutes, so you don't really want to take like longs off here just because your break-even point got hit. I mean, you can. It's really risky, but honestly, if we look at the higher time frame, this screams bearish, right? Like there's not much of a reason for us to aim higher. Like what are we really going to aim for? All-time highs? We already rebalanced to EQ this entire range. There's so much ranges that I have marked out. I'm going to just delete all this shit because it looks so overwhelming. Yeah, just remaining bearish just because we do have this right here is a previous day low, and when we come that close to it, like why would you short against this previous day low? Like that's just kind of retarded, dude. Look at this, we literally come so close to this, making relatively equal lows with previous day low. Longing this, you gotta be out of your fucking mind, bro. That's crazy. But yeah, right here I was looking for shorts. Once we tapped into this 15 minute, I really did want to see this 5 minute get tapped into. I don't think we did. From this range, OTE aligned perfectly with that. Yeah, we don't tap into that 5 minute, unfortunately, but we do get this inverse right here. This is the trade that I got break even on. Boom, our break even point was right here. It got edged. So did our stop loss. So stop loss got edged as well. Run down. And once we have this break right here, taking this break even point, stuck to my rules, of course. Didn't leave or didn't go break even until we smacked our break even point. And I did love these death candles that we had. And so I thought, price, I don't really see a reason for price to come back up. Like we're already almost there. We might as well just flush immediately, take this previous day low. And I'm a low RR guy, but we do have we have previous, what is this, Monday's London session, we have this swing low, we have this, like, dude, look at all of this low resistance that we have. Just put it right there. That's like, it's just so much low resistance, like, there's no way we don't take it out. An event, I think all of these did get hit. Let's see, almost a 9R, that's crazy. But we do get break even on that trade, and then TP ultimately does get hit. A lot of people held this trade. That's one thing I do have to work on, is just my conviction, especially when prices like this. It's not bad that I went break even. It's just I want to get my conviction higher up to where, I know when to go break even and when not to. But that's just something I got to build up during my years of trading and just getting that experience. So yeah, boom, 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 boom. Let's skip this. It's going to be way too long. And we flush down like crazy. Okay, and it looks like we just chopped there. Okay, we're just going to head into the next day. We already started the next sessions. But out of all these draws and liquidity, I think looks like 1, 2, 3. Okay, so around like 3 out of 4 got hit. Probably made it S&T, right? we didn't. But all right, that's that day. So another break even day. Let's go to mark break even here. So 2 for 2, and then we get break even, and then another break even. And yeah, let's get into Friday, or Thursday, sorry, not Friday. All right. Hop in that 4 hour. Okay, of course, looks massively bearish. We're gonna just put these all the way up here. Don't like how these are getting in the way. All right, yeah, we inverse these gaps as we saw before on the previous days. Respect this gap. I don't know if we inverse this gap or not, just because this is showing the 9 through 10 range of price, so we're not gonna rely too heavily on that. Let's just check the 1 hour, but so far this looks massively bearish. One major draw on liquidity that looks nice is this low right there. On the 1 hour, respect this gap, inverse. It would just look very bearish right here. Do have a 1 hour that we're in. You have this body, just because this is a massive rejection wick, so this does look, it looks pretty protected. So aiming for the body of this wouldn't be bad if we get shorts. On the 15-minute, see what we have going on. Okay, out of all this nonsense, we have this 15-minute right here. Alright, look like very nice draws to me. Now, getting in the market open, we have a 15-minute right here that just got made. Honestly, I'm not looking for longs at all. Like, I don't see any reason to look for longs. It would be a crazy reversal, but we just, like, these highs are all the way up here. We're in bearish structure. I don't know. If we do get longs, probably look for a retrace, maybe towards a 15 or a 5-minute, maybe an hourly gap. That's about it. Don't really feel a need to mark out these highs up here, because don't really see nothing to look out for. So we'll just get in the market open. Let's see what happens. I gotta sneeze. Oh my goodness. Alright. So right at market open, we tap into this 15-minute, and we have 5-minute. This trade I got break even on. Another spoiler. But yeah, I got break even on this trade. Alright, let's run that back. So I did take like a market open trade around 5 minutes after market open, right when we tapped into this 15-minute. Let's see if we have a SMT. Okay, yeah, we tap also into this 15-minute, taking 845 out on ES and 845. Oh, we actually don't have SMT. Never mind. ES just had 2 imbalances. Yeah, so we're waiting for this 5-minute to get inverse. As you saw, we did. But while we're waiting for this 5-minute candle to close so we can take this short, one thing I loved seeing was, if you mark this high, or not this high, sorry, I'm tripping, this fair value gap out, right, on the 1 minute, you can see the midpoint that we have right there. And while we're waiting on this 5 minutes to close, you know, it's a perfect opportunity to see lower time frame confirmation, such as retracing into this imbalance and tapping the halfway or the midway point of this imbalance. And we did that as well on ES. I'm not gonna mark that out because I don't really want to. But yeah, we tapped that midpoint, and then we're just gonna wait for a respect out of here for, you know, just that ultra confirmation, and we get a nasty close, as you can see right there. And right when this candle closes, it's actually the end of the 5-minute. So right when we respected on the 1 minute, we also inverse on the 5-minute. So this is very nice. Honestly, you could have definitely put your stop up here. This is pretty protected. We inverse the 5-minute. You know, we already tapped the midway point of this fair value gap. Having your stop there seems more than reasonable. Targets down here at this 15-minute. It was like a 1.5, I think. Yeah, like 1.3 if you put this is where I put my stop at. And then that right there, and then this honestly is just crazy RR. All you need is like a 1 to a 1.5, so this is perfect right there. Aiming for that 15 minute. We'll do 2 examples right there. So we have that safer stop loss, and then we have the more discretional stop loss. So 1.3 versus a 2.1 R. We did eventually hit this and got break even, and then this right here looks like a perfect short, because a continuation short, because as you can see, we tapped into, let me actually pull this back a little bit. We tapped into this 5 minute. Okay, we also respected EQ of this range, so I think we edged OTE. We edged OTE, yeah. We fully respect this imbalance right there on the 5 minute, as well as on ES2, and this is just looks great for continuation short. The highest time frame we had was a 3 minute, and I took the 2 minute, was a little more discretional with it, and it resulted in a loss. Let's see. Stops here. Just aim for that 1 to 1. Yeah, so as you can see, we inversed on the 2 minute, but on the 3 minute, we did not, and that resulted in this happening, us getting stopped out. One thing that wasn't great about this trade was, for one, we did edge OTE, which is something that I personally didn't like. We also kind of edged this 5 minute up here, and if we look at our stop loss placement, it's right where this unmitigated 15 is. So this is definitely something that could have been avoidable. Just being more aware of things like that, and also just knowing that, I mean, what else are we really gonna aim for, right? We want down to this hourly. Like, this looks insanely protected. It's a massive rejection wick. Don't really see a reason for price to come down here. We already took out majority, like all of this low resistance. Same on ES. So yeah, that's that. But this was an eval trade. If it was a live account, definitely wouldn't have taken this. I just took this on the eval just because I was willing to take that risk. And yeah, this should have been a win. All right, we're gonna label this 1 for 1. The 1 for 1, because this doesn't count as a trade. This is something you shouldn't take. This is just one of my personal mistakes that I wanted to mark out. But yeah, this is the only trade you should have taken this day. I mean, wait, there was another trade up here that I will look for or show you guys. But what else for now? Oh yeah, as I was saying, this was a break even for me personally, just because I took this on eval, and I was aiming for a 0.5 or 1.5 to pass this account, past one of my evals. But if this was on the live account, definitely would have took partials here, or just full TP closed here, because it's around the perfect, sweet spot for my RR, and just a 15 minute, everything just aligns perfectly. So this is a winning trade, just for me personally on my evals. It's a break even. So now that we clarified that, let's just skip ahead, because we reverse here. We don't have any SMT or liquidity sweep except for that 15 minute delivery. Get this out the way. There's a 5 minute entry right there. Honestly, nothing I would really be interested in taking. But in terms of the long, we have a 15 minute right there, and we have a 1 hour right here. Almost done, guys. We literally have just one more day after this. I know I've been yapping a lot. All right. So we also have some low resistance right there. Let's get into it. So boom, we tapped that 1 hour. This is kind of risky right here. We do look pretty bullish if we go on the 15 minute. We just inversed 2 15-minute fair value gaps. Shorting off just, the first 1 minute inverse after tapping the hourly is very risky. So you honestly shouldn't be looking to trade unless it's like continuation longs, which doesn't seem that we get. We don't tap this 5-minute, and we don't have a 15-minute either. So only thing you should be looking for is longs, and we don't even have that yet. So just watching. I'm not even on the charts at this point. Or actually, I wasn't really looking to trade though. This is where when we have our manipulation leg. We are currently in a consolidation period on a lower time frame. We manipulate out, sweep this high. Not really much of a manipulation leg, just because we leave this 15-minute open. And I did give my friend a signal up here off of just the, what's it called? He was just trying to pass his, or full port one of his accounts, and he needed to blow it or pass it today. So I just gave him the signal. We inverse this gap. Let's just go ahead and play it. Inverse the gap, and this actually did lose. Stopped at the high, targeting the 5-minute right there. It's less than a 1-to-1, which I don't like. We do have another 5-minute down here. Let's see, and we have a 15-minute. I'm pretty sure. Okay, no, this is the 15-minute right there that we have. Great break-even point right there. And then we have the 5-minute and the 5-minute, which is also a 15-minute. And since this is under a 1-to-1, you can just target this swing low right there, or just have it at a 1-to-1. This swing low looks pretty nice though. Aligns with this 5-minute. This looks like more something I would aim for. And we get stopped out. And this is honestly, I don't want to I don't want to discredit myself too much, because I wasn't looking at the charts. I literally just saw I didn't look on the high time frame at all. All I had marked out was just this 1 hour, and so I just saw, okay, we tapped into 1 hour. We have this accumulation zone. We do take this high, and then we get the entry model, right? So I just shouted that out with no analysis really on the higher time frame. So I don't want to discredit myself and say, I was that much of an idiot to take it. It was just something I saw and I caught it out. And then this, once I saw this happen, I was like, okay, this seems way more reasonable. This looks dangerous just because we edged this 15-minute. And what did I just say earlier? I literally said, don't like when my stop loss is right at an unmitigated gap. And although this isn't exactly an unmitigated gap, it's very close to this 15-minute that has been unmitigated. So yeah, once we actually do tap into that 15-minute, this looks like a very nice manipulation leg. So once we inverse this gap, stops at the high, then we can aim for this. We'll mark this out. Yeah, so we have our accumulation zone right here, and then we actually do fully manipulate out of it. As you can see here, this is like, doesn't look like much of a manipulation leg. This looks more like it. And let's see what happens after. Edge stop loss. Holy edge. We hit the break-even point. We edge break-even right there. We do tap into this 5-minute. And I don't think we actually hit this low. But we did have SMTs. So you should have closed all the SMT once you saw that happen. But yeah. So this sit was actually 2 for 2. Yeah, we'll just put 2 for 2 because... this was definitely not a trade you should have taken. You should have been more patient. Yeah, that's that. Let's get into the final day. I'm ready to end this shit. I've been talking for too long. I'm tired. I got other shit to do. So let's finish it off with this last day. Honestly, my brain is fried and my neck is hurting. Oh. Okay. So Friday. We got a 4-hour right there. What else? Let's see. Any SMTs? So if we see this massive rejection wick, we actually... this is like a rejection block entry right here, like a Powell type of entry. Tap the OTE range of this massive rejection block. Definitely look bullish here. This low looks protected. Just seeing off how we respect this OTE zone of that rejection block. Definitely looks bullish here in my eyes. Let's see. We do tap into this 4 hour. Let me move this thing up here. Just making my fucking head hurt. Get to the 1 hour. Alright, this 1 hour, we have some lows here. We inverse this gap, and then we also inverse this gap. We do take this 4 hour. This looks bearish to me in my eyes, just because we tapped that 4 hour. Yes, we do tap that 1 hour, and respect it. Yeah, okay, so we do look bearish in my opinion. On the higher time frame, we look pretty bullish, but on this time frame, we do look bearish to at least, you know, take these lows out right there. So I'm gonna mark that. Go down to the 15-minute. SMT. Okay, this is a bullish confluence. We're just marking different confluences out just to see, you know, what happens. Yeah, we'll just see how this happens. We could easily, just because it's SMT right there, we could just push higher, especially because it aligns with our higher time frame 4 hour bias. But on the 1 hour, we can see just how we play off of this 4 hour. So let's mark this 15-minute and then get right into market open. All right, and 5-minute. Let's see what we have any. We already are in a 5-minute. Okay. Yeah, just mark it open. Let's go. Let's hurry up and get this shit done, man. All right. This one, look at this crazy rejection wick off market open. Definitely looks like a manipulation leg to me. We tap into a 5-minute gap right there. Let's mark the range out for this day. We do surpass OTE, so this doesn't really matter to me. But we do tap into multiple 5 minutes and respect this 15-minute. We also close inside of this 15-minute. Looks pretty bullish to me. All right, we can target these highs. Where am I at, bro? I'm tripping right now. What the heck? Yeah, we get an entry right here, but we do already hit this break-even point, which is something I don't like. I would like a close right here and then maybe go long, break even there. So, no trade to be taken. Don't really have much of a... We do have a 5-minute all the way up here. Nothing on the 15-minute. Okay, let's just see. Is that a fair value gap? No, that's not. Yeah. Just waiting, honestly. Nothing to be taken. Nice rejection wick. No S&T, but this ES looks really nice. This that sweep on ES. We are still in a 5-minute. We're in a 5-minute right there. Or this is also a 15-minute. All right, yeah, this looks like a nice long. Inverse right there, stops at the recent low. Break even at this high / 5-minute right there, and targets towards these highs right there for 1.2. Yeah, would have been break even. Did we make equal highs? I really can't tell. Let's see. 715.00. 714.75. Okay, yeah. So this would have been a break even right there. We do run up. Do we hit a 1-to-1? No, we failed to hit a 1-to-1. We get this. So this is just for sure a break even trade. And right here we actually get shorts. So we have this 5-minute, and I think there's a lot of other time frames. There's a 4-minute. What the fuck? 3-minute. 2-minute and 1-minute, right? Or no? Okay, nothing on 1 minute. But we do have, from the 2 to 5 minute time frame, we have inverses. Oh, we also do have an SMT, I think. Yeah. Look at that. Crazy SMT. And let's see ES's, because I think ES, one thing that had me fooled was I thought we were bullish. We didn't take a loss, but we did get break even. But I really thought we were bullish just because this gap right here these two gaps got inversed. But one thing I failed to be aware of, which is boom, 2 days in a row of awareness failure, is we had this imbalance right there that we tapped into. So yeah, if I noticed that, would have definitely, saw this coming more. We had this 4 hour, and nothing on the other time frames. Yeah, no, we didn't get anything. So here's where we get the entry. Off that 1 minute, we inverse this 1 minute and that 1 minute as well. And I already saw this happen. It's not like I didn't see this happening. It's just I didn't, really have the correct analysis to have enough conviction for this to hit. Strictly because of this ES 4 hour getting inverse, I wasn't looking for shorts at all once I saw that. And since I didn't realize that we tapped into another 4 hour, I wasn't really looking for this. And then when I saw this happen, I checked ES and I was like, oh, okay, I can see this playing out. So I waited for a retrace, and unfortunately we did not get it. We just flushed down. TP at what? This not London low, but this low right there. And you could have targeted OTE of the entire range that we put in from this week. From the low of the week up until now, smacked OTE as well as this BPR right there. This is just perfect. This is a very, very nice trade, and unfortunately I missed out on it. Strictly because of my awareness. Yeah, after this happened, we already delivered, tapped into that 4 hour, and we reached our point of interest on the sell side. So really nothing else you can take. There was a long off here, off this 5 minute, but I mean, what the fuck are you gonna take a long off of? Like, what are you gonna aim for? Are you gonna aim for this high up here that we just made? This is like, oh my god, this is retarded. Like, this high is protected. We put in an SMT, we deliver from a 4 hour. Like, I really don't see what else you can aim for. I mean, maybe this 5 minute, but it's like negative R if you aim for this. And why is that happening? What the fuck? Negative R. No reason to aim for that. Let's see the 15 minute. Maybe the 15 minute already gets tapped by the time this 15 minute gets tapped. Wait, does it? Okay, well, it doesn't get tapped, but I mean, look at this. It's literally not even 0.1 R away from getting tapped by the time you enter off this. So this is definitely something you should not take. Just went over it just because it's an entry. So for this day, we will actually mark. Where's the text? Where's the text? Okay. BE/1. Okay. +1 out of 2. We'll do that. Alright, so let's just review this week real quick so I can get on with my life. This recap felt stressful, dude. I'm tired. I'm so freaking tired. Alright, so Monday, we were 2 for 2 on Monday. Let's just go back to the entry points. Break even. Okay. Obviously long, off market open. We passed up. We failed to give shorts, and instead we presented longs. And my bias was honestly either or, so I was willing to flip my bias. Of course, leaning more bullish just because of all-time highs. We tap into a 5 minute, inverse on this 1 minute, and then we make equal highs here. We retrace, make an SMT, tap into a 5 minute, and get an inverse here. Nice little 1-to-1 right there. And that's 2 for 2 for Monday. And on Tuesday, we have a crazy break-even trade. This is honestly definitely avoidable. I didn't trade this at all on Tuesday, just because we edged this 3 minute right here, and we pushed lower. We did have an internal and an external SMT. ES had yet to take all-time highs out yet, and yeah, once this 3 minute got inverse, we just chop, hit break-even point. I think equal highs / 15 minute, and then get break-even. So yeah, we'll just count this as a break-even trade. So still 100% win rate for this week, and then okay, here we have what is this, Wednesday? What the fuck? I don't remember. Okay, I remember this, yeah. So we have crazy bearish structure. We have lots and lots of low resistance liquidity. I don't have it marked out. We have lots of low resistance liquidity on the higher time frame, and we have previous day low just sitting here waiting to get taken out. So we tap into a 15-minute while everybody was looking for longs. I was looking for shorts. Any good trader would be looking for shorts. You know, not just people who are pattern trading. I know a lot of pattern traders took this. They just see the liquidity sweep, they see the inverse, whatever, and they just take that shit with no narrative behind it. This is why narrative is so important, because instead of taking bullshit trades like this, you know, you just be patient, wait till a trade that sticks to your narrative, and take that, and you'll catch crazy trades like this. So, fortunately, this was a break even for me. Price action was really ugly here. Everything else aligned perfectly. Like, I love the way price looked. It's just the way price played out during this kill zone was very, very bad and just unfortunate. Got break even, and the price just dumped. So this is another break even trade. Still 100% win rate for this week so far. And then we have Thursday. Leaning very bearish just because we're just flushed out. We are overextended, so looking for shorts is kind of scary because we could retrace just based off us being overextended. Excuse me. But if we check on the hourly, let me check. Right here, we just seemed very bearish, mostly what leaned me more bearish was how market open played off of. We tapped into the, is this the right day? This is Thursday. Yeah, it's supposed to be Thursday, not Wednesday, sorry. But, what the fuck? What? Okay, I don't know, I might be tripping. What is going on, bro? My brain is fried right now. Okay, we tap into a 15-minute right there. Let me mark this out. Because why does it not show? What? Oh, okay. What? Dude, I'm crazy. There's a 15-minute there the whole time, and I was just blind. Okay, so we have tap into a 15-minute, and then we inverse off market open from this 5-minute, also having lower time frame confirmation, retrace into this EQ of this imbalance, and then getting a respect out of there. Shorts toward this 15-minute, played perfectly, and then this wasn't a trade, okay? I mean, if we didn't have an unmitigated 15-minute, I would still mark this as a trade because, as you know, on Monday, the highest time frame inversion was the 4-minute, and we took a lower time frame inversion, which was the 3-minute, just based off discretion. And I'm not gonna just pick and choose off which ones I want to choose to be good setups and which ones not based off if they won or not. I'm not gonna do that. Of course, I'm gonna treat every trade as if I'm not gonna just nitpick. All right, basically. So I'll do the same here, and I will give this one the benefit of the doubt that this was discretionary and this would count as a trade. The only reason I'm not counting it as a trade is because, for one, we have our stop loss is at an unmitigated 15-minute, which is something I should never do, and I took this off a mistake, okay? This is definitely something I would not do in the future. I mean, if I do, who knows? Everybody makes mistakes. I could definitely make that mistake again, but if I'm aware of this, I'm not doing this, okay? This is not something you should take. That's just a mistake that I made. So I'm not counting that as a trade just because it really isn't. It's just my fault for having a lack of awareness. But we do have a trade here. Nice sweep up a 15-minute. And as I said before, you don't want your stop loss to be right underneath an unmitigated 15-minute. That's just very improbable. Let's see. What else? So 2 for 2 on Monday. Break even. And then 2 for 2 on Wednesday. Or Thursday, sorry. And then Friday, we have a, okay, this is not a trade. I don't know why that's there. Where's the trade that we have? Right there. Okay. All right, Friday we have a break even and then a crazy win right there off this short. yeah, so 2, 4. So we have 5 wins this week and 3 break evens. Capitalize on only 1 dub because what trades did we not take? Well, one of them was a break even. So for me personally, it was like this trade right here was a break even. It wasn't a win. Technically, it was a win. It's just the way I'm trading the evals. It was just happened to be a break even because I needed it to be here for the profit target. But yeah, this is still a winning trade. This trade I did not take. It's just a setup that popped up. This trade I did not take. This trade I did take, but it was a break even. And on Monday, we only took one of the trades because, I mean, I really, this isn't, this is just, I don't know what to call this, but my mind is going blank, dude. What the fuck? This is so annoying. My head hurts, my neck hurts, everything. I feel like I've been talking for years because I probably have. This video is like probably over an hour long. But yeah, I only took this one. Don't really feel I need to take this one. We already capitalized off this trade. No need, one win a day is all we need. So win, didn't take. Tuesday was a break even, which I didn't take. Wednesday was a break even for me, which I did take. So that's 2 trades so far that I did take out of 4 that appeared. And Wednesday took this. It was a win, but of course that eval made it a break even. So it's something I did take. So that's 3 trades this week, 2 break evens and 1 win. And then this is one I didn't take. And then on Thursday, on Friday, this is a break even that I took. So that's 4 trades I took. That's 3 break evens and a win. And then I completely forgot that I also took a loss that shouldn't have been a loss here. So that's win, 3 break evens, 5. So that's 5 trades I took this week. 3 break evens, 1 win and 1 loss, and trade I missed out on. So yeah, that's that for the trade recap. I'm literally just gonna end this shit because I've been talking for way too long. Yeah, next video, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a day. Like I'm gonna recap a day, and then I'll just basically cut it into segments, right? Of me recapping each day, so I don't have a bunch of me yapping and just not I'm literally turning into ICT, bro, just fucking yapping. Even right now, I'm still yapping. So I'm just gonna go ahead and end this video. This week, having good expectations for this week. Price action has been phenomenal during September. Yeah, let's hope we get some evals passed, get some profits on this live account. And yeah, that's it. Peace.